In the 1950s, L. Ron Hubbard claimed to have unlocked the secrets of the human mind and spirit. He called it Scientology, a new way of thinking that promised freedom, power, and eternal life. But behind this so-called religion lies a different story, one of appropriation, manipulation, and science fiction madness. L. Ron Hubbard was not a mystic or a prophet. He was a pulp science fiction writer, a man who dabbled in mysticism and psychology, and someone with an eye for profit. Many believe he once said, "If you want to get rich, you start a religion." And that's exactly what he did. Scientology didn't come out of nowhere. Hubbard stole ideas from ancient spiritual systems and rebranded them as his own. The concept of the thetan, or soul, echoes Hindu and Buddhist teachings about the eternal self. The process of auditing, where people confront their past traumas, is strikingly similar to Freudian psychoanalysis and the Buddhist idea of clearing karma. He even took ideas from Western occult traditions. Hubbard was once connected to Aleister Crowley, the infamous occultist, and adopted some of Crowley's ideas about spiritual power and self-deification. But Hubbard stripped these ideas of their original meaning, twisting them to create his own philosophy, one that elevated him above all others. Hubbard also borrowed from modern psychology. Auditing, a central practice in Scientology, is rooted in ideas from hypnosis and Freudian therapy. Yet, while using these ideas, Hubbard waged a war against psychiatry, calling it corrupt and dangerous. He branded Scientology as a better, more scientific alternative. But if that wasn't enough, Hubbard took a hard left turn into the absurd. He crafted a bizarre origin story involving Xenu, an alien overlord who ruled the galaxy 75 million years ago. According to Hubbard, Xenu transported billions of beings to Earth, blew them up with hydrogen bombs, and trapped their spirits. These spirits, called thetans, are supposedly the source of all human suffering today. This story is kept secret until members pay tens of thousands of dollars to reach the operating Thetan 3 level. And when they finally hear it, they're told to accept it without question or risk spiritual failure. So why did Hubbard create Scientology? Critics argue it was never about spirituality or salvation. It was about control and money. Scientology's expensive courses and levels made Hubbard a wealthy man. And by rebranding stolen ideas as his own, he placed himself at the center of a lucrative, unchallengeable system. Today, Scientology is one of the most controversial organizations in the world. Former members have spoken out about abuse, manipulation, and the high costs of belonging to this so-called church. What began as borrowed spirituality evolved into an empire built on secrecy, control, and outright science fiction. L. Ron Hubbard didn't create a new religion. He took fragments of ancient wisdom, dressed them in pseudoscience, and added a ridiculous alien myth to craft his own empire. Scientology is not the path to enlightenment. It's a cautionary tale about how easily people can be manipulated in the name of faith. But beyond its strange beliefs and Hubbard's questionable motives lies something far more dangerous. Scientology operates as a cult, preying on vulnerable individuals, breaking apart families, silencing critics, and using fear and intimidation to protect its secrets. It has left countless victims in its wake, emotionally, financially, and even physically destroyed. It's important to spread awareness about organizations like Scientology. They cloak themselves in the guise of religion, but their true nature is control and exploitation. By exposing their tactics and amplifying the voices of those who have escaped, we can help others avoid falling into their trap. We owe it to the victims, past and present, to stand against the dangers of Scientology. Thank you for watching. Please share so the world can see.